I'm making this video to let everyone, every black person, everyone in Africa to understand that, and everyone around the world, that we will not accept these bullets. Malema will not go to jail. Before Malema go to jail, let the person who killed Gaddafi go to jail. The people who kill all my ancestors, who kill all those leaders I put here, they need to go to jail first. The people who came to invade Africa, who came to slave Africa, they need to go to jail first. The people who have been stealing from Africa, they need to go to jail first. We will not accept that. History will never repeat himself. Look at me, hear me raw. History will never repeat himself. Before the person that killed Gaddafi, we had to find that person guilty of killing Gaddafi, of killing all my leaders, of killing someone Sankara, of killing all my leaders. We have to find them guilty.
So, Sanbunan Dubelang Realoj. So we all know there's a number of black people that want Julius Malema arrested, right? Like a number, a lot, basically. That want Julius Malema to be arrested. And we all know it's not about justice. Nobody got hurt. Nothing happened. It's not even the people that were at the stadium that went to open the case. It was the white people, the racist white people, right? So the real reason that black people do not like Julius Malema, the real reason why they want to throw him under the bus is because he is threatening the comfort of the white people. Black people admire white people. They are the biggest protectors of whiteness and white supremacy, right? So I then went on to ChatGPT and I asked this question, Kare, why do people love their oppressors? The answer was, that is a really deep question. People often love, or at least remain loyal to their oppressors for complex psychological, social, and historical reasons. A few perspectives. Number one, internalized oppression. When someone is raised under systems of power, racism, colonialism, patriarchy, class systems, and etc., they may come to believe the negative messages about themselves and view the oppressor as superior. This can create admiration, dependence, or even love for the very same source of their suffering. Okay? Number two, fear and survival. Sometimes love is really a survival strategy. By aligning or showing loyalty to an oppressor, people can avoid punishment, gain small rewards, or feel safer in a dangerous environment. Number three, dependency. Oppressors often control access to resources, money, jobs, land, education, or even safety. People may love them because they provide the basics of life, even though they are also the source of deprivation. Woo! Number four, Stockholm Syndrome. In extreme cases like hostages, slavery, or abusive relationships, people develop emotional bonds with their abuser or captor as a psychological coping mechanism. This attachment feels like love but is rooted in trauma. Preach. Cultural conditioning. Stories, media, religion, and education can glorify the oppressor and normalize their dominance. Over time, people may genuinely admire them because they have been taught so. Preach. Hope for change. Sometimes love is aspirational, right? People hope that by loving or being loyal, the oppressor will change, become kinder, or see their humanity. That's a funny one. They'll never change. Assimilation and identity. People may feel that by loving or emulating the oppressor, they gain dignity, status, or belonging in a system that otherwise marginalizes them. Woo! Yarr! It's often less about genuine love and more about survival, conditioning, or psychological adaptation to unequal power. Drops the mic. Sanbanan, Dumelang, Molweni, you know the drill. Arubuleleng kamzansi, guys. So in South Africa's history, the idea of people loving their oppressors is very real. Colonialism and apartheid. Colonizers not only took the land and resources, but anyway, but also imposed their culture and education. Many black South Africans were made to believe European ways are better and their own traditions were primitive. This led to some admiration for the oppressors even while suffering under them. And we know this very well. Today, Rubelela English. Not only do you speak English, but you make sure because you want to conduct yourself like they do. You want to eat the things that they eat. Because Yo, anyway, point 2, economic dependence. Under apartheid, black South Africans were deliberately excluded from wealth and forced into low-wage labor. Many dependent on white employers for survival, sometimes leading to loyalty or respect that masked the exploitation. It's not that they relied on white people to give them employment. They rely. Even now, today, black people just want to work for white people. That's their goal in life. Their achievement in life is to work for white people. And they say things like, mina ngeke ngimsebenzele umuntu omnyama, or ama company wabantu abamnyama ayenza ukuthi nokuthi. Okay? Number 3, propaganda and conditioning. Apartheid's education system, Bantu education, was designed to make black people believe they were destined for servitude. Basically, our education system produces servants. This brainwashing produced a mindset where many accepted or justified the system. That's why you see people bama 60s, 70s, or those age groups, they say things like apartheid was better. You can go check boma koko ba mamilot. Kibona ba chigisang ba to kodi clinic and stuff. Ba west, but the unfortunate thing is they pass it on to their children, who then pass it on to their children. So we still have the same mentality. Education system but 30%, we don't even learn anything of substance. We, like they said here, South Africans only are good for servitude. And then post-apartheid politics. Even today, some South Africans continue to support political leaders or parties that fail them. For example, the ANC and the DA. Because of nostalgia, loyalty, fear of alternatives, or propaganda. That's why South Africans hate the EFF, because there's always propaganda that is pushed. It's a modern version of the same cycle, clinging to systems of power even when they oppress. So black South Africans vote and support their own oppressions. Let me leave it there for now. We'll continue with the other parts. My
name is Megan. I am a South African. I'm a Jew. I'm an anti-Zionist. And I saw something 2 days ago that has not stopped bothering me, that I'd like to just talk about, and I really hope that this goes viral. Khaled Sayed, who is the ANC leader of the opposition here in the Western Cape, tabled a motion to intensify efforts by the government to secure the release of the kidnapped South African members of the Sumud Global Flotilla who are stuck in a prison, who were kidnapped in international waters. And he tabled a motion to intensify efforts to get their release and to advocate for the release of all the flotillas members who have been kidnapped. And the DA blatantly rejected the motion. I'm going to repeat that. The DA here in the Western Cape blatantly rejected the motion for the government to intensify its efforts to get the South African delegates on the Sumud flotilla home safely. The DA rejected that motion. The mind boggles. The heart smashed. Please, people, know your DA.
Can you please help me understand something? Why does Africa need to unite in South Africa? I mean, Africa is so huge. We have so many countries in Africa. We can unite in any other countries rather than uniting in South Africa. Like, why do we have to specifically unite in South Africa? Why do we have to unite in a country whereby our forefathers fought so hard, died to save South Africa, to save South Africa, to free South Africa? I mean, we can also do it in your countries. Why do we specifically need to unite in South Africa? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And you want us to unite in South Africa and yet you're here illegally. Like, does it make sense to you?
Ugabuga says, "You're right. You're privileged if you're born white, because all the problems we have in this world are the result of white people who are given the knowledge of good and evil because they are not so civilized as they claim to be." Yeah, we gave you all those real world problems like running water and electricity because you guys were just noble savages prior to us arriving here, right? You guys didn't murder or commit any crime, steal any bicycles or anything like that. It's only when the white man came that you guys became a criminal people for some reason. It must be that running water and electricity we gave you that all of a sudden turned you guys into criminals. Maybe it was the mathematics and science and written language we taught you that all of a sudden turned you guys into 60% of the problem, even though you're only 13% of the population. Who knows? Who knows what it was?